What is up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well today. As you guys can tell by today's video title, today we have another episode from the world's most beautiful makeup series. If you've been on my channel for a while, you may already know that I have an ongoing series where I try to find the world's most beautiful packaged makeup, and I basically try them out on my face for you guys. These can be products ranging from super intricate, beautiful, expensive makeup all the way down to some cheap and cute ones. A couple of videos ago, I have done an episode of this series where I basically tried out super cutesy makeup, and today's video is basically a part 2 of that because I have some more really cute makeup to try. And just to give you guys a sneak peek, things like this is what I'm talking about. I mean, how freaking adorable. If you guys are new here and you guys haven't seen my face before, hi, I'm Roxy, welcome to my channel. If you guys want to stick around and see more videos like this, then please subscribe down below. But I guess without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so first things first, I already have my base makeup on, so I've got foundation, concealer, brows, and a little bit of contour, just because I don't have any products to try out from those particular like product categories. So the first thing we're going to start off with is lip balm. My lips are looking very dusty and crusty right now, so we are in dire need of some moisturizing, and I have just the perfect product for that. I have this, which doesn't look like much until you see it up close. Let me just open it up. This, you guys, is a lip balm in the shape of a kitty cat. I'm sorry, but this is everything. All my fellow cat lovers out there, let's unite. Come on, I know you're there. Literally, when I saw this, I died. I just needed to get this right away. It is just the cutest little bullet. Let's see what the actual lip balm is like inside. Oh, it's blue. I did not expect that. Okay, so this is a blue lip balm, which might be color changing. Who knows? Today, I'm of course going to be using my Nana mirror, which if you're wondering where this is from, watch the previous video from this like beautiful makeup series because that's when I purchased this. Right, let's just go for it. My lips are really chapped, so let's see how this goes. Okay. It's applying really nicely. It does have like a slight blue tint to the lip balm, which I'm not sure if I like. It's kind of making me look a little bit dead inside, so I don't know about the blue tint, but it is a really nice lip balm. It's very moisturizing and it doesn't really have any scent to it. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty cute. Okay, so moving on, we're now going to be using a blusher. I feel like my face just needs a little bit of color back into it. And I actually have 2 different contenders today. I think I might try them both just for the fun of it. These are the 2 brands. So on this side, we have Flower Nose, which is one of my favorite like Asian makeup brands. The packaging they do is honestly always just so freaking stunning. I mean, are you guys ready? This is the blush compact. I'm sorry, what? I'm honestly always truly amazed by how intricate the packaging is on these Flower Nose products. And by the way, this video is not sponsored or anything. I just really love this brand. How beautiful is this? It's got tiny little like angels literally sculpted into the actual compact. It is just too beautiful for words, honestly. But let's see what the actual shade is like inside. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding? It is just like that highlighter we used in one of the previous videos from this series. It's got the exact same engraving with the little like angel face inside. Look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. This is actually a cream blusher too, which I didn't realize. So I feel like this engraving is definitely gonna get ruined very quickly, sadly. I guess let's just go for it. I'm gonna swirl my brush in there. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. Oh no, the angel's face is gone. Oh, that is such a shame. Literally after like one swipe, it was wiped away. I'm so sad. Okay, here we go. Let's just apply this straight to our face. I'm gonna go in with a slightly heavier hand because I feel like it just wasn't really showing up. Ooh. That is pretty. It's a lot more vibrant in person than it is on camera. I guess it's my studio lighting that's sort of washing it out, and it is quite a light shade of blush. But wow, this is very pretty. It's very like dewy as well. I have to say, I really like how glowy it is, but personally, formula-wise, I never really love a dewy kind of blush because I always feel like it just wipes off my face so quick. The color is really pretty. It's like a very peachy coral kind of shade. It's very natural natural looking. So I'm very, very glad I purchased this, but I think I would definitely need to set this down. And I mean, what better way than to try out the second blush from the brand called Color Rose. By the way, every single product that you see in this video is from Yes Style. That is where I buy most of like my Asian sort of beauty products. Here it is. This is the next blusher. Oh my goodness. In my previous video, I did try out this eyeshadow palette from the exact same brand, and as you can see, they have like the same packaging, which is so stunning. But today we're just going to be trying out the blush from Color Rose, and the packaging of this is really cool because it's like magnetized. Oh my goodness. This blusher is so cool, but also slightly scary because it's very, very light on one side, and then the other side, it's green. Like, who uses a green blusher? I mean, perhaps when you swirl the two together, it makes like the perfect blush shade. I don't know. I'm just gonna go in and basically use that to set down the previous blusher. I know in Korea, it is super popular to have like a very brightening, lighter than your skin tone kind of blusher. And I don't know if that really works on my skin tone because it will literally just look like my sort of powder, I guess. But I have to say that has definitely worked at setting down that blusher. It has also kind of diffused it as well, so that's probably a good thing. All right, now moving on to the eyes. We're now going to be trying out the most gorgeous palette I think I've ever seen, and I may be biased because I personally really love this painting, and that is this palette. It's from a brand called Mil T or Mile T. I don't really know how to say it still. In my previous video, I have tried another one, which was this one from the same brand, because they basically came out with a bunch of these like artist inspired palettes, and last time I had great success with this one. It was such a beautiful palette, very up my street, and I've been using it ever since. First of all, the packaging is stunning. It looks like a little book, and it basically comes out like this. And the actual palette inside is exactly the same cover. It is just so cute. Like, it's in the shape of a tiny little book. It's got my favorite painting on it. So let's open it and see what it's like. Whoa, guys, look at this eyeshadow. I'm sorry, that is crazy. It literally looks like the painting, like it's got the swirly pattern inside. It is so cool. It's even got like an engraved text that just says go, obviously for Van Gogh. Is that how you say Van Gogh, or is it Van Gogh? I don't know. I've always said Van Gogh. Anyways, let's just do a little crazy look today. Why not? Some of you guys have been complaining, and probably rightly so, that I have been doing a very similar look over and over again, but that's just because I normally feel my best in neutral colors. I don't really do super colorful like makeup looks on a day-to-day, but just for you, I'm gonna be doing something a bit crazy and maybe a little bit more darker than usual. Okay, so first up, I'm gonna be taking this shade right here on a flat brush. This shade right here isn't exactly a matte shade. It's more of like a pearlescent kind of shade. It's not exactly shimmery, but it's also not matte, so it's definitely a little bit more on the pearlescent side. Do you know what? I'm just gonna actually apply that all over the lid. Why not? I'm gonna do the same to the other side. It's a very interesting shade, this. It's kind of like a mix between a brown and like a mauvey sort of shade. I am noticing quite a bit of fallout with this one, which I'm not liking. I mean, look at that fallout. That is not ideal. I'm now gonna take this purple shade. To be honest, looking at the color story, I'm a little bit surprised that they didn't include like a blue and like a yellow in here. The only shade that kind of represents the painting on the front is this one here, and that's literally it. But I get it. Maybe not everybody wants to wear a blue and a yellow shade. I totally get that. So that's kind of probably why they did that. So taking that purple shade, I'm kind of gonna buff it into the outer corner and sort of blend it into that gray brown shade. Again, this shade is very pearlescent. I would have liked to have seen more matte shades in this palette, but you know, it's something a bit different. I'm also gonna drag that purple shade sort of into the inner corner, but not on the actual lid, and more so in the socket. Taking that same purple shade on a like pencil brush, I'm now gonna just buff that into my lower lash line. It has been a hot minute since I've done like a purple eyeshadow look, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why, but purple eyeshadow always makes me think that I'm like doing a Halloween look, like Maleficent, or I don't know, like a witch look. Don't get me wrong, purple eyeshadow looks amazing on a lot of people, but I feel like on me it just looks a little bit too dark. I mean, look, because I have such like bright blue eyes, it just looks really scary. Next, I feel like it's my duty to go for this shadow right here, as it's the only one that kind of represents the palette. So let's do a little swirl. Oh, I did not expect that. It has come out with like a metallic sort of silver. This one definitely has a lot more sparkle to it. So let's just apply that right in the center of the look. That is really, really pretty. This is kind of like a gray eyeshadow it's turned out to be. I really, really like it actually. I'm also gonna take this shade right here, which is like a pearlescent kind of champagne shade, I guess. I'm just gonna pick it up on a very small, precise brush, and we're just gonna pop that right into those inner corners. Ooh, that inner corner highlight is very cute. I'm liking that. Why not? Let's also apply it to the brow bone. And now the very last step, we're gonna be taking the darkest brown eyeshadow from the palette, and I'm gonna use that sort of like a liner. I'm just gonna buff this into my lash line to kind of get that diffused liner look. I'm also pulling that dark brown shade into the outer corner of my lower lash line as well. Okay, so that is the finished eye look. I have to say, I'm actually really, really liking it. It's definitely a little bit different for me, but I don't mind trying new things for you guys. So on the scale of 1 to 10, how much do I like this palette? I mean, I would definitely use it again. It is a little bit limited, obviously, with what you can do. But having said that, it does obviously have the 2 neutral brown shades and also the 2 sort of champagne shades. I have used every single one apart from this one here, and to be honest, it's not that exciting, but I can see how you could do a purple look, or you could just omit that shade and just do a pretty natural look as well. I think I'm gonna rate this probably like a 7. All I'm gonna do now is just curl my lashes and finish off the look with some mascara. If any of you guys have any mascara recommendations, let me know in the comments, but right now I'm really liking the Huda Beauty One Coat Wow. It's just so good at like giving me all the volume that I need, and it's quite like a clumpy mascara, which is what I like. So if you guys have any suggestions on what I could get that's maybe a bit more affordable, let me know. I mean, look at that. It just doesn't get any better than that for my lashes. Now let's move on to some highlighter. Now for highlighter, I'm also going to be using another product from the brand called Color Rose. I know the packaging on the outside doesn't really look like much, and I feel like they really missed an opportunity there because the inside is just so stunning. I mean, look at that. It is just so cool. It literally looks like water. Now the thing with this is that it looks really interesting because of this like pink blob in the middle, but that is actually just the color on the lid. The actual product inside is just one shade. This is the shade. It's kind of like a very cool toned metallic silver kind of highlight. And honestly, what better look to pair this with than this one, because it is quite like cool toned. Okay, let's just go for it. I'm kind of scared. This looks very, very glittery, like chunky sort of glitter. And I'm not normally a fan of highlighters like that, so I guess we'll see. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Yeah. I'm not a fan. I mean, it is literally just full on chunky glitter. I don't love it. I have to admit, I really don't love it. But I've committed, so I'm gonna have to do the same on the other side. I mean, it is pretty from far away, but like up close, it is literally just glitter. I will say though, I do think this would look great on the lid, so I'm just gonna take a little brush and actually apply some of that over. I mean, look how stunning that is on the eyes. Yes, okay, I'm definitely using this as an eyeshadow from now on, not so much highlighter. The packaging though is so stunning. I think for this whole product, I'm gonna have to give this like a 6 out of 10. All right, now moving on to the final step of today's makeup. We're now gonna be doing the lips, and my lips still feel very moisturized from the lip balm, like it hasn't like absorbed too quickly, so that's good. Once again, I actually have 2 different lip products to try out. I mean, I've already shown you guys this one, so I feel like it's only right to start with this one. This one is from a brand called Heng Fang, and it's basically a lipstick that has literally the cutest little bunny on it. How freaking adorable is that? I love the packaging so much. Okay, so first things first, I'm just gonna line my lips with this Huda Beauty lip liner in the shade Muted muted pink. Okay, now let's go for it. I'm so excited to see what kind of color this will be. I hope it goes with this whole look. Let's go for it. Ooh, it's a very nice formula, I have to say. It's super like buttery and creamy. Okay, I don't know if that shade quite goes with this look, but as a lipstick standalone, I do really like it. Standalone without the eyes, I'm giving this lipstick a 10 out of 10. I really like it, but I do feel like this doesn't really complement the eyes very well. So let's try out candidate number 2. Now, this is another brand that I've recently tried out and fell in love with, and it's called Cute Rumor. These two products are basically what you can expect from this brand. These are products that I've tried in a previous video of mine, and I literally just fell in love with the packaging. It's second to none. So I'm really excited to see what this one will be like. First of all, the box is so freaking cute. It's got like the little character on the front, and then on the back, it's always got like the back side of the character, which I think is really awesome. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. What will this one be like? Another one to add to my collection. Oh my gosh, this one is so adorable. The little bunny has a little basket and like a little apple on his head. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. I think this one might be from like the Christmas collection, but honestly, I don't really care like at all. Let's see. Oh, this is a bullet lipstick. Now we're talking. Okay, I feel like this shade will definitely be a lot like more complementary to the eye look. Okay, I've wiped off the previous lipstick as best as I could, and we're just gonna go in with this one over the top. I actually feel like that first lipstick wiped off looks very nice with this eye look, so we might have to just go back to this. But let's try this one anyway over the top. Ooh. Okay, this is really pretty. Okay, so here is the shade of this one. I'm obsessed. I feel like now this definitely looks right. This lipstick definitely complements the eye look much more. It doesn't distract it from the eyes too much. I am loving this lipstick, and I can't wait to add this little fella into my little collection of characters. All right, guys, so that is the whole look all finished. I am so happy with how everything turned out, and even though, like I said at the start, these sorts of colors are not really ones that I normally go for, I'm really pleasantly surprised with how it's turned out. I think my favorite product out of all of them is actually the eyeshadow palette. Like, I really didn't think I would love this finished like outcome as much as I do. So yeah, product performance wise, I definitely feel like the eyeshadow palette takes the win. However, in terms of product packaging, I think my favorite product packaging has to be this blusher. It is just a work of art. Let me know which one of these products was your favorite, and if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you smash that huge thumbs up down below, and please subscribe if you haven't already. If you guys did enjoy this video and you want to see more, I'll have a whole playlist in the eye right there of all the previous episodes from this makeup series. Thank you guys so much for being here and watching this video as always. I hope you guys are all well, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! Mwah.